Okay, cool. So this is very exciting. This is day one of our soul journey this week. So I'm just quickly going to see if I can share this from my phone to our tribe as well. So if you guys would just bear with me, this is the first time I'm doing this. So if you're online, just shout me a little message. Let me see if I can see your post. And if you can hear me, then please let me know as well. So let me check. So I see I'm here. I seem to be live, which is always fabulous. So let me see if I can share this to my group. Yay, this is so exciting. Okay, so let's go live. Okay, fantastic. That seems to be working now. Okay, fabulous. I'm not going to look at myself on the other screen. Okay, fantastic. So the first live in our 4-day series that we're going to have. How's it? Ash, can you hear me? And yes, I love you, girl. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so today we are working with divine inspiration. So what I'm going to do this week is, because we've got this whole week leading up to Thursday, so today we're starting with the divine inspiration, and then we're going to have the other 2 days, and then on the 4th day we're actually going to have the Lion's Gate. Okay, so now a lot of people have been asking, so what's this Lion's Gate thing about? So I thought today I'll give a quick overview, and then we'll go through how every day we're basically going to lead up. So what I'm trying to do with this week is to show you guys what all the aspects are of this event that's happening. Okay, so for us to be able to take advantage, to immerse ourselves, to really become part of it, we need to sort of understand what it's all about. Okay, so basically 26th of July, we had like the start of the new planetary year. And every year around the 8th of the 8th, what happens is that the Earth and Sirius, the star of Sirius, which is also a very spiritual star that we've been working with as people for centuries. We're talking going back to Egyptian times, even before many African tribes have worked with that energy as well, etc. And then many other tribes have also worked with that energy. So basically what happens is that on the 8th of the 8th, everything lines up, and there's this high intensity of energy that's basically coming through, and it's different codes, light codes, frequencies, etc., that we get showered with, and it gives us the ability then as spiritual beings to basically connect better with ourselves. So today I'm going to speak to you guys about what light codes are about. I'm going to speak to you about what frequencies are about, all of that, because it's a burst, and it's also, they call it a gateway because it opens. It's in the time of Leo. So in the zodiac sign, we're in the time of Leo. So basically opens and it lets all this stuff through. And then basically what happens is if we are willing to accept and if we are open to it, we're getting all this information, this beautiful universal information, this knowledge, this wisdom. It opens us up, etc., so that we can basically raise our vibration. So every year this happens, and every year this is really a cool time for all of us to step up a bit. So if you can think, for me, I look at it as every year it's like my little ladder. Every year I get like, I become a better version of myself during this time, because I'm very conscious of what it's about, how I'm allowing myself to step more into my truth, into who I am. So this is why this time is really so important. So that's what the 8th is about. And what we are going to do on Thursday night is really to tune into it. We're going to travel a bit. So I've been working a lot with sacred site traveling, and we're talking about distance traveling. So we'll be doing that in the meditation, working with the energies of Egypt, and then also the energies of Sirius and everything. So that's what we're doing on Thursday night. So we're basically attuning you to the Lion's Gate so that you can get the maximum value out of this cosmic experience and this this beautiful event that's happening. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys, and that's why I wanted to get people together so that people can start understanding, because so often what happens is that we have a meditation and everyone's going, what the hell is this Lion's Gate thing all about? Like, I'm there, it's awesome, I feel good, but I don't really know what it's about. Okay, so So what I'm trying to do this week is to teach you guys a bit more about how these things work so that you can take full advantage of all these beautiful energies that are available to you, and the ability to heal more in your journey and to actually get closer to yourself. Okay, so that's what it's all about. So today, what I'm going to focus on is I want to speak to you about light codes, and I want to speak to you about frequencies so that I can teach you about how to use those and work with it. And tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is we're really going to be talking about how to work with Mother Earth and sacred sites and all that type of stuff. So there's like lots of juicy stuff. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. And yeah, so hopefully you're going to learn something, and it's really going to add value to your journey and your soul journey that you are on at this point in time. Because for me, it's been great working with this stuff, and it really opens me up so much more. Okay, so light codes. So while I was prepping, the way that I see things, and I think the way that I get shown how to teach is in little pictures. So I had this little picture of this man standing there, and then these light codes streaming in. So if you can visualize this I had a stick figure. That's how I drew it in my notes, and all these light codes coming in. And then what happens is that your being and all of your what is within you, your energy, etc., your chakras, everything is there. And then these light codes come in, and they literally fall into certain positions within your physical body. And then obviously physical, ethereal, you have all these like other parts of your being. So they're literally like energy of your being. So all these little light codes come in, they fall in, and they are like little keys. So they are basically unlocking parts of you that you haven't worked with before. Okay, so they basically opening up parts of you that you haven't experienced or that you've forgotten, or it's basically, if you can think of yourself as it's a big present, okay, and these little keys opens all these little bits of this present. But the problem is that if you are not wanting to accept it, if you are scared, if you're fearful, if you're holding on to a lot of shit, if there's a lot of blocks, etc., what happens is these light codes basically come in and they bounce right off. Because what you're not doing is you're not going, universe, give me something, and allow this stuff to come in. So what I'm wanting to focus your attention on is the fact that the more you open up and the more you allow yourself to receive, the better. Okay, so the more stuff can come in, and the more of these light codes can actually infiltrate your being and unlock your potential. Okay, so it is the little keys that unlocks the potential within your being. Okay, so, and what you're wanting there is, the reason you're unlocking these parts of yourself is so that you can see yourself for who you truly are. Okay, so what's happened to us is that we've lost sight of our magnificence. We've lost sight of our amazing ability to help other people, to make a change in the world, to shine our light, all of that. So what these guys do is they give you a glimpse of your potential. They give you a glimpse of your awesomeness, okay, if you allow it. And that's the thing that we're also going to talk about today, is like, what are we allowing in and what are we not allowing in? Because this is the thing, is the only person who can allow and disallow is you. Okay, no one else has got any say over your being, over what's happening here or anything. It's just you. So that's what you guys need to understand. It's time to start taking responsibility for your journey, taking responsibility for your healing, okay? Because the easiest thing is to be constantly in victim mode and going, oh my God, I can't do this, I don't know how, etc. But all you have to do is open up. All you have to do is just allow yourself to receive. Okay, and that's what I want to focus on today, is about allowing yourself to receive these beautiful codes that will unlock these parts of your being so that you can step more into who you really are meant to be, into who you really are on a soul level, because we've forgotten. Okay, and the whole point of the journey is to remember who you are, and that's all it is. Okay, and the more you try, the harder you try every day to be the best version of yourself. That's all we need to do. And it's very simple, but we as humans love to complicate this stuff, okay? And I think we all have a story, okay? I have a story. My story is I'm a this or I'm a that, and I cling to that. But it's generally a negative story, and we love that because that's the only thing we know how to do. So we only know how to hold on to the negative shit, the pain, the trauma, the bad stuff that's happened. but we have the ability to go, well, let me create a new story. Let me actually create a story where I'm in control and where I'm the one who gets to decide where I'm going. Okay, so that's the beauty of it. So, yeah, I know a lot of you will probably say, oh, but you make it sound so simple. And it takes work. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and make it sound like, oh my God, it's just like this. But the thing is, if you're conscious about it and you are constantly striving to be the best version of yourself, then what the hell? How can this be a bad thing for you? Even if it is traumatic, even if things have gone wrong, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, that's the one thing we all have, that hope that we are on the right track, that we are doing the right thing for ourselves. Okay, and that is the important thing. Okay, so the light codes thing, like I said, it's all about the little stuff trickling in and basically like little explosions happening and your fabulousness is being uncovered and unveiled. Okay, so that's why this is seriously my favorite time of the year, because every year I find out something new about myself and something new gets revealed. Okay, so I am hoping that if you allow yourself to open up on this journey with me this week, that you will be going through that process of seeing something brand new within yourself and seeing potential within yourself, which you did not know existed before this journey. Okay, so this is exciting stuff, guys. I'm loving this. Okay, so then the frequencies. So with frequencies, you'll see I work a lot with sound. And basically what happens is this physical being, with all its chakras and all of its fields that it's got around it, the emotional field and the mental field and the spiritual fields, everything that's around you, there's a frequency to everything. Okay, so my brain's got a frequency, my lungs have got a frequency, my liver's got a frequency, my stomach's got a frequency, my heart's got a frequency. Everything has got a frequency. Okay, so we are literally little things that vibrate. So I mean, it's always quite hard for me because I'm not a scientist, but I can just imagine all these little molecules going zzz, and they like make up this matter that is me. Okay, so now what happens is that sometimes, a lot of you guys might know about your chakras and about it spinning the wrong way or being sluggish or not working, and those are all energy points within your being. So what happens is we can use, one of the tools we can use is we can use sound to get those frequencies right back up again. So get them to be the right frequency. So it's like a stupid example. Like, so if you've got issues with having a broken heart and you've gone through a lot of hardship in your life, if we work with the frequency of sound of the heart, we can actually help that vibration to be lifted. Okay, so if you listen to a beautiful frequency that resonates with the heart, then that will help the negativity go. It will lift the vibration. So it will literally, if you can think about it, taking the negative stuff and lifting up the positive vibration. So lifting up your whole being. Okay, so frequencies are important because that also gets sent with the Lion's Gate. Okay, so when that burst of energy happens, there's different healing frequencies that get sent to us. So anything that you've been struggling with, things that's been difficult, etc., you are able to receive those frequencies and up the vibration within your own being. Okay, so these different areas of your being can be targeted by these frequencies and they can actually go up. Okay, so for instance, if you are interested, I'll talk about this in my group, the Divine Soul Tribe, at some stage, but there's different things you can listen to. So if you're interested in sound bowls, for example, or it might be like crystal sound bowls, solfeggio is one of the things you guys can Google. There's amazing frequencies there, 5 to 8, 1 to 8, 4, 3, 2. All of them are frequencies, universal frequencies that you can tune into so that your vibration can be heightened as well. Okay. So tuning forks works. Singing is another thing, and that's one thing I've also been experimenting with a lot, is using your voice to actually create healing for yourself as well. So you can use all of these things to raise your frequency. So you can do chanting, you can chant Om, those type of things. How's it, Madla? So just let that all basically happen. So focusing on your voice, because the voice is one of the things that's the best natural healers, and each of us have got a voice. So we just need to tap into that as well and start experimenting and using it as well. Okay, now the whole thing for me is that you have this frequency around you and this vibration around you, and then what happens is you basically place what I would call like blocks. So if you can imagine, you're in your circle and you have these blocks and you're placing these blocks all around you. And what the blocks do is when the frequencies come in or the light codes come in, we're literally like they're coming down and doof, they hit a block. Okay, so a block can be a belief system that I hold or ideas that I hold about myself, trauma that's within my being, judgment, anger, grief, hatred, all of those type of things. Okay, they can all be these different blocks that is around us, and that's stopping these things from coming to us. Okay, so what our job is as human beings, for me, how I look at it is we need to try and get rid of as much of our shit as we possibly can, because the more I get rid of it, the more I am creating these beautiful passageways for the light codes to come in so that I can raise my vibration. Okay, so I need to consciously make a decision to let go of my stuff and the things that's not serving me so that I can allow the other things to come in. So it's an exchange. I'm letting go of something and I'm replacing it with something. For me, it's always in my healing work is I can never just let go of something. I need to replace it with something. If you can imagine, you can't just leave a big hole in your energy and go, okay, it's all clean now. I need to put something new in there and something better. Okay, you can obviously put something worse in there, but that's not the point. You want to put something better in there. Okay, so it's constantly about like changing those blocks and like eliminating them. And obviously we all have like, we all have so much shit and so much baggage, and we're talking lifetimes of stuff. And that's okay, because it's all about intention. If your intention is to always be in that space where you're wanting to become a better version of yourself, you're constantly going to let go of old beliefs. You're constantly going to let go of stuff that's not serving you. And that's part of the journey. Okay, so no one's perfect. None of us are, Master Jesus or Master Buddha or any of those guys. We're all aspiring to obviously get to that point at some stage. But the reality is we're all on a journey, soul journey, and we're all needing to get there. So let's try our best while we're here to be the best versions of who we are, to aspire to be the best us. Okay, that's the whole thing. But now coming through to that is the biggest thing for me is judgment. Okay, and it's us creating our own shit. Okay, so if I look at myself and the judgments that I hold within myself and how it is stopping me from being the best version of myself, I sometimes just want to like run away. Okay, because these judgments are such hectic things. And I work with people often, and I've looked on my own journey and seen, and everyone's like, yeah, but I can't be out there and talking about the stuff that I'm passionate about and being in my spiritual power and everything, because what are the people going to say? But then I look at it and it's like, well, what are the people going to say? Because most of the time, and even in my own journey, when I went through not being out of my spiritual closet, it was about what was the people going to say? Well, what were the people going to say? My Afrikaans coming in here. Anyway, but the point is that, see, judgment. Funny. Okay, so the thing is just that it was about what I thought they would say. So I'm thinking everyone is thinking something bad about me. Meanwhile, if I just shine my light and if I'm just the best version of me, then it doesn't matter what anyone say, because that's their stuff. If I'm busy judging someone else, it's my stuff. Okay, if there's 20 people sitting in a room and 10 of them's judging me, it's their stuff. 10 of them might love me, 10 of them might hate me. And that is okay, because it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm doing because it's important to me and it's part of my soul expression. It's part of what I'm wanting to do. So if you think about that little person that I was talking about in the beginning and about the light codes and everything, I feel like each of us got a little manifesto. Okay, when we were incarnated and we were given our duties by our soul, okay, and the soul said, okay, in this lifetime I want to do this, this, and this, okay, so I have my little manifesto. So I keep it within my soul's got it, and the job is that my human, Yolandi, has to now firstly uncover the manifesto, and then secondly start reading off the manifesto. And then when the light codes come, they help me to shine a light on the manifesto. Okay, so each of us come in with this need to do something. Like everyone who comes to me, It's like, what's my purpose? Why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? So this is part of the journey, guys. Like, you're supposed to figure this out. You're supposed to get the light to shine on the manifesto so that we can do this, okay? But if I put judgment in there, I can never get to the manifesto. If I put anger, hurt, hate, all the bad stuff, all the really lower vibrational energies in there, I cannot shine the light on what my soul is wanting to do in this lifetime. So I'm constantly going to be in that space of like, there must be more than this. There must be something bigger to all of this. Okay, so that's the thing. So I think we're all aiming for this divine version of ourselves. And you chose this, okay? You and your soul, you don't come in for nothing. I mean, sure, you come in to learn certain lessons and stuff, but every single soul wants to do something, okay? It's got like something within it that it's saying, I want to be here, even if it's just to experience love, even if it's just to experience an amazing time here and have as much fun, okay? That's also a purpose. But most of us, there's something inside us driving us, okay? If you're in my group or if you're on this page today, there's something bigger driving you. There's something within your soul going, I want to do something. I want to make a difference. I want to help people. I want to actually shine my light. Okay, so you are driven the whole time, and that comes from your soul and the little manifesto that your soul is holding, and it's going, hello, can you please listen? Can you please start like, you know, looking for the light and start reading the lines that we agreed before you came in, human? Okay, so that is the whole thing. So I was reading the other day, I think it was Jung who wrote about the personalities, the personality 1 and 2, and that's always how I Yolandi, this crazy expression that I am here, and then personality 2 is my soul. And the thing is, we constantly have to get these guys to start working together. Okay, we constantly have to get them to, this ego me needs to basically let go of her shit so that she can start talking properly to the soul. Okay, and that's the whole mission. We're having to let go of the stuff so that we can read the manifesto. Okay, so yeah. So that's what I'm wanting to work with this week. And that's why vibration is so important. That's why the key codes are so important, because all of this stuff needs to get together so that we can allow ourselves to see the manifesto. Okay, so that's basically what it comes down to. So let me just see what's coming up for me now. So what I want to do today is I want to just focus on one thing. So if I had to say to you, at this point in time, if you had to look at your shit as a whole, like, okay, so there's lots of it, and you want to say, like, what is the big thing at this point in time for me? Because remember, we only always, like, we focus on one thing, okay? What's the big thing at this point in time that I need to work with so that I can get those codes to come in on Thursday? Okay, so we're starting today the process of you connecting with little bits of yourself and letting go so that you can get those keys to come in and those vibrations so that we can lift your vibration up this week. Okay, so it's time for you to seriously sit now and just take a few seconds with me, and we're just going to close our eyes, and I just want you to step into the space of what is my thing that I'm wanting to get rid of right now. That's my biggest obstacle. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 seconds. I want you to just close your eyes, and I'm going to close my eyes as well, and then we're going to get into the space. Okay, and now I want you to breathe in, and I want you to breathe out, and I want you to breathe in again, and I want you to breathe out again. Okay. I want you to connect with your heart space right now. So just put all of your focus and your attention and your energy into your heart. And then I want you to ask yourself this question. What is holding me back right now? And the thing that comes up first, the very first word, hold that, okay? Keep that. I don't want you to have your brain involved now. You know, I feel about like first thing is the most important thing. Okay, that first word that came up. So when I tuned in now, for me, my first word that came up was fear. Okay, which is the story of my journey. Okay, so, and I'm sure it's the story of everyone's journey. I'm sure there's a whole load of you who can so relate to that. So for me at the minute, that fear of stepping up, of making you guys look at me on screen while I'm talking, like I hate doing lives. But my fear is the thing that keeps on holding me back in this lifetime. It stops me, okay? Even though it doesn't always stop me, I just basically bulldoze through it because this is what I need to do and I know what my purpose is, so I can't let go. The bulldog in me comes out. Okay, so fear is my thing. Fear is my block at this point in time. Okay, so whatever yours is, please just sit with that now, feel it, okay? And let's just allow it. Let's just see how that feels. So put it into your body. So if yours was fear, if yours was anger, if yours was, it might have been hatred, trauma, pain, hurt, broken heart, someone broke your trust, someone broke your spirit, whatever that is for you, just feel that in your body now and allow yourself to just feel the pain of it. So I'm going to describe to you guys what mine feels like, okay? And then I want you to see, what does your issue feel like? What does your block feel like? So if I now tune into my body and I just become very aware of my being, my attention moves here to my heart space and to my solar plexus. And if I'm concentrating enough here and just feeling into this, I'm making it an object. So I can actually physically see, it's like this yucky, gooey brown toffee ickiness that is like stuck on my heart and my solar plexus. Okay, so that's how I'm visualizing this fear that I carry with me, and it's like really sticky, and it's like I can't, like, you know, when you have toffee stuck to your hands, you just can't actually get rid of it. Okay, so that's what it feels like in my body right now. So what does yours feel like? What does it feel like for you? Is it sore? Is it a stabbing pain? Is it hurt? Does it make you feel sick? Does it make your throat close up? Does it make you really feel uncomfortable and you actually just want to switch off this live and run away? What does it make you feel like? So I want you to feel that now, okay? Because you need to be able to identify what this thing feels like, because this is going to be your homework, okay? You're going to feel into this thing. And the whole thing for me is, I have to feel my stuff, okay? And it feels shit and it's uncomfortable and it makes me feel yucky. But if I feel it, the next time I go to that feeling again, it diminishes. It's a little bit less. The next time I go to that feeling, it's a little bit less, okay? And then it gets easier to deal with and easier to deal with and easier to deal with. So whatever your thing is, allow yourself today to feel that thing. And then I'm going to ask you the week until Thursday, because Thursday night we're going to literally wax this thing when we're in our meditation together. But I need you to allow yourself to feel it this week. And I know it's going to be uncomfortable, and I know you're probably going to be swearing at me because you're going, Yolanda, you've opened a hornet's nest, but you are here and you are wanting to do this, okay? You joined me. So this is on you and this is your responsibility. Like I said before, we all take responsibility for our journey, okay? And sometimes it's hard and we have to rip the Band-Aid off and we have to feel the shit. But if you feel it, tomorrow it's going to be better, and the day after it's going to be better, and it's going to be easier, okay? But you have to allow yourself to feel it. And I think the worst thing is that we all run away. We all run away from this, and we don't allow ourselves to actually be in that space where we are immersing ourselves in the pain, because once we're in the pain, we can get through the pain. Okay, but we're all too scared to actually go to the pain and go, shit, what are you, pain? What is it that's actually really bugging me and bothering me? And let me go through that, okay? Because once you're through it, you're through it. It's behind you. It's done. Okay, you don't have to go back to it. That's the beauty. Okay, so keep that. And please, for the rest of the week, take 5 minutes every day. In the evenings before you go to bed, allow yourself to feel it. And if it's sore and you need to cry and you need to journal about it and you need to be in rage about it, or you need to be in fear about it, be in fear about it, be in rage, be in whatever emotion it is. because it will feel better once you go through it. Okay, so please, guys, I know this is a bit of a cucky exercise to start the week on, but I need you to be able to do this so that we can get through this and let those light codes in. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Actually, and then what I was going to say to you, this was something I wrote in my notes as well, was we had a retreat earlier this year with the guys at Panthera Africa. And Kat, one of the owners there, had told this story about one of the lions had given her a message. So it was really beautiful. And it was about how we carry our baggage, okay? So like my fear shit, okay? So if you can now imagine you've got this big pail with all this concrete in it and everything, and you're walking around with your bucket of concrete and you picking up this bloody thing every day and you're lugging it around because it's my story and I'm happy and this is my shit and my baggage and I have to carry it. And basically the lion was just saying to her, well, all you need to do is just put the bucket down and be done with it, okay? And it was that simple. This is what the animals, the message that they were trying to give to us. And it's like, well, all of us seem very attached to our buckets of crap and concrete that we're lugging around in life, but it's actually just to put it down and let it go. Okay, so this is what we're starting today, is we're starting to let go of the bucket and the story and the victim mentality and the crap that we're carrying with us that does not serve us anymore. Okay, so my commitment to you guys is that I'm stepping out of my fear. Firstly, I'm showing up already by being here and wanting to throw up every time I press that bloody live button. So I'm here. So you guys, do yourself a favor. This is your opportunity. This is your time. This is the best time of the year to let go of this big thing that's holding you back, okay? And to step into this new version of you, to transition this week. That's what this is all about, okay? So yeah. So I also just want us to focus on grounding this week. Big message I got as well from the guides was a lot of working with Mother Earth energy. So tomorrow, obviously, we're going to be doing a lot of that. But even now, as we're finishing off today, I just want you to make sure that you are grounded again, because obviously now we've been spinning around in this energetic vortex that we've created here. So just allow yourself now to get yourself rooted again. So let's quickly do that. So let me just put my feet on the ground as well. Okay. And just understanding that this whole journey is about 3D expression with a 5D consciousness, okay? All of the stuff we are doing in this lifetime, we are wanting to do this so that we can experience this reality, so we can experience pain, so we can experience love, so we can experience joy, so we can experience hurt, anger, everything good, everything bad. So polarity is there for you to be had on this plane, okay? You chose this as a soul. Okay, so you're needing to understand that you have to work with the Mother Earth energies, but you also have to work with the cosmic energies, okay? All the energies above, all the energies below. We need to put them together. So therefore, the grounding is really important, because if we're not connecting to Mother Earth, we're not connecting to our physical being as well, and we're not properly connecting to the heavens as well. Okay, so just please be very aware of this as well. I will harp on about this for years and years and years, and some more years to come. Okay, so just visualize yourself now with your feet firmly on the ground. If you can put them down on the ground, please do. And just take the energy from your heart and then just visualize that beautiful light all the way, like a root growing down from your heart, right into the ground, pulling down all the way down to the center. See yourself going through the different layers of Mother Earth, going through the crust, all the way to the core, and then coming back up again. Just feel yourself tightening yourself to Mother Earth right now. Okay, cool. Right, okay, so awesome. Okay, so I think that's it. So I don't know if anyone has any questions. I see there's a few of you on the live. feel free to pop them out now. I don't know what the time delay is like on this thing, so we'll have to see. But if there is any questions, maybe you want to pop them into the comments later. I will be answering anything. If you are in the Divine Soul Tribe group, please pop it in there as well. And for those of you who are on the training today and you haven't joined the group yet, the Divine Soul Tribe group, I will post another link on the page. So this tribe that I'm creating is basically a space where I'm going to be teaching and doing meditations every week. And it's a safe space if you are on a spiritual journey. And if you're wanting to learn more about how to deal with stuff, spiritual practices that I've got that I can share with you guys. I love to talk about all things spiritual, and that will be happening in my group. So each week there will be a theme, and there will be something in there that you can learn from me. It's all for free. There is no, like, you know, you don't have to join the group. It's going to cost you 5 billion rand a month, whatever. No, it's all there, and it's there for me to share with you guys. And I just, because I'm passionate about people shining their light. Okay, so that's why I need you to make a choice and come there and have fun with us and enjoy it. And yeah, so anyway, so the Lionsgate is only going to be in the group. So you have to be in the group to be part of Lionsgate. I'm not going to have it on this page. I'm going to have it in the group. It's a special welcome gift for everyone who's decided to join. So make sure that you check out for the links on my page to that group. But I will be doing the training for the rest of the week on my page. So tomorrow and Wednesday will be here. And then Thursday, we will be in the group doing the Lionsgate attunement. Okay, so cool. So it was awesome to have you guys here. Thank you so much. Diana, I'm so glad you joined us as well, sweetheart. It was awesome to see you, and thanks for everyone else who was here. You guys are fabulous. I'm loving this, and yeah, fab. Okay, so have a beautiful evening, and I will let you know what time I'm going to be online tomorrow. It will probably be quite early. I just have to check my schedule, and I will post it in the group later. Okay, have a beautiful evening. Thanks so much for joining me, and thanks for doing this for yourself. Have a beautiful night. Good night.